another book page project for you today. This is one that would make a good mass make. You wouldn't have to decorate it. You just make the base and then decorate it as you need it for a journal. So we have 2 layers of book page here for the base. Just take everything out. You have a piece of book page here that's just simply folded in half. And then we have a piece of book page here that is folded into thirds. And we cut a specimen window there in the middle. So you can glue this down on 3 sides and have a pocket for a large tag. And then this middle pocket can accommodate a couple of large tags. These are not decorated. And then behind here, we have another pocket. And then we have another pocket here. Okay, so let me show you how to make this. What you're going to need is two pieces of book page. You're going to actually need 4 book pages altogether. This is 2, 1, and then the 4th one. So I would glue these down together just to make a very sturdy base. Okay. The next book page we're going to fold in half. Nothing's been trimmed down yet. We're going to fold that in half. Lay that right there. And then we're going to take the 4th piece of book page and we're going to just simply fold it into thirds. Okay. And this is the pocket that's going to go here. Now I trimmed mine down to 5 inches wide by 8 inches tall. All right. On this little pocket that goes here, I don't want it to go all the way to the end, so I'm going to trim that down as well, but I'm not going to do that until I trim down these 2 pieces. So, in order to save time, I've already started on this. Is 2 pieces of book page glued together and inked. It has not been, it's been trimmed out to 5 inches this way, but not in the length. We have a pocket that's going to go here, which has also been trimmed down to 5 inches wide. And I made my pocket, and it doesn't matter. You can make it any width that you want. This is about a little over 3.5 inches this way. And then my 4th book page, I trimmed that down to 4 inches by 3 inches. No, wait a minute. Yep, 3 inches. So 4 inches by 3 inches. And it's just simply a book page that's been folded into thirds. Okay. Let me go ahead and trim. I think I'm just going to trim this piece. I think that's tall. I've already trimmed this one. I did not trim this one. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this down to 8 inches tall. So this is going to go right there. And then I have this one that's going to go here. So I'm going to trim off the margin right there. And the margin on this side too. So we'll just have text on there. And again, this is just, make it any size that you want. You can take it all the way to the edge and your tag would just stick out a little bit. So that's going to go there like that. I'm going to go ahead and ink these sides just so I can see the fold really good. All right. Now what I need to do is punch a little hole. And if you have a circle punch that will go in that deep, I don't have one. You're going to have to either cut the circle out by hand or use a die cut if you've got one of those. Before I punch that circle, though, I want to go ahead and put my thumb notch in there. So I can make sure I get this down far enough. You can put it in the middle. You can put it on this end. I'm going to put it just below that thumb notch. Okay. Let's run that through to cut the hole. You can use this in something else. All right, now I want to go ahead and ink around the edge of this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take our piece of scrap, make sure it fits in there really good. I get to trim that down just a tiny bit. You can use acetate, vellum, tracing paper. Just use whatever you've got on hand. Okay, so that's going to fit in there, and we're going to go ahead and glue that down. Okay, now would be the time if you want to stitch around that to go ahead and do that. I'm not going to this time, but you can. Now, I want something to show in my little window here. So I'm going to get a piece of, this is just simply a piece of coffee dyed paper. It's going to go in here, and I do need to trim it down just a tad. But I want to put something on there. I mean, if you want to, you can leave your book page on there, but your text is going to be upside down. So I'm going to trim this down just a hair. There we go. Now, you can put this all the way to the top and then recut your hole. You can slide it in there so that it sits down just below. I think that's what I'm going to do. But before we glue that down, we need to put like a sticker or whatever you want to use, a die cut, a fussy cut, whatever you want to do, and put that in there on top of your little piece of coffee dyed paper. You could also use book page back there too. I'm going to put, let's see. I'm just going to use a sticker because it's quick. Again, you don't even have to do this. You can save it and decorate it when you're ready to use it in a journal. So I'm going to put this, I think, right there. Okay. And this is going to get glued down to the back of this. So let's go ahead and do that. And this piece of paper also helps to make the pocket a little sturdier. All right, so I don't want this to be, let's see, we can have fold it this way and have text. I think I like that better. So let's put a little bit of distress ink right there. Much better. And that's all there is to that. So let's go ahead and get this part glued down. And so there you have a cool little pocket. All right, I'm going to go ahead and glue this bottom down. I could have done that when I was gluing the other part. All right, so the next thing that I would do is to glue this pocket. Now I'm going to sew all the way around it, but I'm going to just put a little bit of glue around this to hold it in place. So I'm going to glue here and here and here. And once you have a double layer of book page, even if it's older book page, once the glue is dry, it does seem to make it a lot sturdier. Go ahead and finish inking this page. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and glue this down on 3 sides. So when I sewed around this one, I just took some black thread. This is easy to do, and just curl it up, curl it up, curl it up, lay it on there. And if you want to, you can glue it down a little bit. I just hold mine and then sew over the top of it and continue to go all the way around. Then I go back and I put a little bit of glue on there to keep it, because the thread will move around under those stitches. So glue it down, and then I put a little bit of bling on there just for added decoration and to help secure this thread in place. And I just love the look of that. And on this one, I put, this was a die cut. I think it's Tim Holtz, but I'm not 100% sure. And this is a sticker that I put back here on the base. Okay, you can decorate it however you want. This is very, very versatile. Whenever you're using book page, I consider that to be a very neutral background that can do almost anything with, and it's going to look good. So let me go ahead and sew around this, and I'll be right back. Okay, I sewed around this. I have my little pile of threads, and I'm just going to put a little bead of glue right along that stitching line in the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to get some bling. And we're just going to lay that right on top of that glue. Okay, and I am going to put some weight on that and let that dry a little bit. Okay, and once that dry, I'll come back. Okay, this is mostly dry. It's not going anywhere. So you can leave this blank. You can put, this is just a fussy cut, which I think looks really pretty back there. So when you take your tags out, you still have something really pretty to look at. All right, that's just an idea. So this gets glued down on 3 sides, so you have room pocket for a big tag. You have a middle pocket for a couple of medium-sized tags. Then you have a pocket here to put a small tag. And then a pocket here to tuck in a few more pieces. Okay. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that and give it a try. It's super easy. I like super easy, and I like multi-functional pieces to put in your journal. So if you have any questions about anything you saw me do, please do not hesitate to leave your questions in the comments below, and I will respond back to you. Thank you for spending your time with me today, and I hope you have a blessed day. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.